Let me tell you what I see as a normal thing in an army. Everybody is first conscripted into the army from the citizenry. So first of all, you become a believer, a child of God. You're a citizen of heaven. One. When you got born again, you were born like a child is born. We spoke about yesterday. You came to live. You came to be one of God's children. Number two, at some point, you were told about God's army, discipleship, and you said, I want to join. When you joined with the army of the Lord, you became part of a body, one amongst many others. As part of that body, you're a body of soldiers now, not just a body of believers, a group of soldiers. Soldiers are tasked, have the responsibility of defending, of fighting, of assisting other people. That's what soldiers are supposed to do. When a soldier is accepted, recruited, conscripted, and he joins the army, he never runs straight out to the front and starts fighting, except it's just an all-out attack. Then you're not really a soldier. You're a civilian that joined the fight. But for you to be a soldier, you must be trained. Take note. You must undergo training. The word for a soldier in God's army is a disciple. You start as a recruit, someone who has joined. And the most basic thing in military training, and these are basics that military people will tell you. You may not understand why they are always marching. Much of their spare time, they are marching left, right, they are doing this. You wonder, so what's this for now? Are they children? You have to learn how to march. As a practice, they come out in the mornings, at different times, they are marching. They are learning to obey simple instruction and to obey it properly and to obey it in unity with others. You don't really see an individual marching. You see groups of people, grown-up men with children, and they are doing this. And it's a big deal if you miss your step. You have to do it correctly. And they are responding to commands. Left, right. Why are we doing this? Is this what we came for? The inability to do this, the little. Everyone be gathered together. Everybody, we are meeting by this time. Everybody, this is when we come. Let's stand up to our feet. Let's worship the Lord. Let's lift up our hands. Let's pray in the Spirit. We are going out for evangelism. You can tell a good soldier from early days. They obey. A bad soldier, usually, and some are dropped. If it's not times of war and all that, times of war, they may overlook some things, but some people are dropped from the army because they can't obey instructions. The problem with not being able to obey instructions is that let me say something. When civilians disregard authority, the most in real life, you may be sacked from your job. Get out of my office. Pack your things. You don't go to prison for being a bad worker. Nobody locks up anyone except you're a criminal. Nobody ever locked up a worker and say, how dare you come for work late? Police. Nobody calls the police on the worker who came late to work or turned in bad work. At the most, you are relieved of your duties. But a soldier can go to prison. A soldier that disobeys commands can go to prison for 3 months, for 6 months, for 1 year, for 2 years, simply for disobeying an instruction. Why? The lives of the citizens of your country are in your hand, and one act of disobedience can make 10,000 people die. One act of disobedience. Take this letter, you ordinary citizen, not a soldier. Take this letter. Give it to your boss, and you took it, kept it on your table and forgot to give it, till your boss shouts around 5 o'clock in the evening, who did they give a letter to give me here? I just got a call. Oh, sir, sorry. I've been enduring you. Don't come back tomorrow. Upon that, there are laws in place that say you can't just sack him, depending on the kind of job and all that. You may have to give him 1 month's notice, or you give him 1 month's salary in place of that employment. So you sack him, in lieu of notice. That's what they say. In the place of saying you have 1 month left, you give him 1 month's salary and say, I hope I don't see you again. Even though that letter he did not submit, the consequence, it might have just cost the company 10 million naira. It's carelessness. There's no law against carelessness. There is negligence. Yeah, they could sue you under, I don't know, it's not criminal liability there. It might be some form of civil liability under a tort, under something. But in the army, if you didn't deliver that letter, you can go to prison. In war situations, you may be shot dead by your own men, by your own commanding officer. Because the idea is, oh, you're a spy. Oh, so you're the one sent here to truncate our side in the war. Do you know, because of you're not delivering that letter, the convoy that was supposed to leave and go and back up the other group of fighters did not go? Do you know they wiped out 2,000 men because they didn't have the support, air support? You took the letter and kept. In the military, it is utterly and totally and completely different. So it is so different. It's like a different world. They don't even they don't say they sue you. They'll say they court-martialed you. It's a very different way they operate. Instructions are equal to law. How did you learn originally? Left, right, left, right, left, right. Those who do not find it possible to do left, right, forward, march, cannot be trusted to do the other important thing. And what you do and do not do is far more consequential than you can ever believe. I would like us to understand that if you have said you want to be a disciple of the Lord, you're called to be a soldier. You go to boot camp first. That's where you're placed under authority. Unfortunately, it has to be said, the church of God now, in most parts of the world, including Nigeria here, do not understand discipleship. They understand conversion. Oh, I'm born again. Well, they almost understand what it means to say, I want to be a Christian. I want to give my life to Christ. But they don't really understand discipleship. But I insist that you know the difference. Remember, you can be a citizen like you and I. I don't think there's any soldier here. We are citizens of Nigeria. And we may be till we die. We will never be soldiers. However, in the spirit realm, there's the need for defense of the church. There's a need for battles. There's a need for many, many things. Like our brother shared, when he felt the burden to pray, and he started praying the spirit, and then next thing, that woman and the child were almost crushed by the Mack truck. A soldier was told to step up to his duty post. Provide covering for that man. You've seen in movies, and they are running and they cover fire. And so likely a spirit of death was about to be released. Make this woman and her child as stupid as possible. Make them blind. Stand there and block her. Let her not observe that 2 lanes of cars are passing. Let her just run across. So there are different things. Maybe occupy her mind. Make her worried. Oh, something. We need blood. We need blood on these streets now. And demons go to work. They start their work. So the enemy is attacking and she's not watching. And next thing, she finds herself under the tires of a Mack truck. But a soldier was told. And again, if you've seen this happen many times, you will be afraid. Because I remember when I went through the battle in my mind of, wait, why does God need? So if I don't pray, do you mean it's a feeling that you don't really want? Wait, you're making me responsible for their protection? So if I don't do it, you mean something bad will happen? 4 or 5 years ago, I kept telling our people, I said, don't learn from experience. God gives you a burden, says talk to someone or pray or do something you don't do. When you learn from experience, it's very scary. But that's how many times we learn. And you believe. When you've also prayed and seen deliverances, you know, so if I didn't do it, the hard part is us agreeing that we are responsible, either for their losing their lives or some disaster striking or not. That's the hard part. You mean I am responsible? And you run from the idea, no, I don't want to be responsible for that. I don't want to be the one to provide support, air support or land support or sea support or any other kind of support. You don't want to be. You let someone else do it. I'm not an intercessor. No, I'm not a preacher. You mean if I don't go there to evangelize, they will not be saved? Yes. If you don't carry your body there and pray for everybody in that hostel complex and go room by room preaching. If you don't do it repeatedly for the next 18 months, everyone in that place will be an unbeliever and likely die an unbeliever. But if you focus and do the will of God and keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it, 17 of them out of the 48 will get saved, and they with time will help bring the others to the Lord and many others. And when they go out to wherever they are sent to, they will take that fervor and pass it on, and in turn they will take captive the enemy's soldiers. This one may lead 2,000 people to the Lord before he dies. The other one may lead 50,000. This other one may help at least 30, who in turn will help 300. I'm telling you, if you don't do your duty. So that brother tells you, he prayed, and next thing, when everyone thought there's no way, these people are dead, and they were not dead. He passes. I don't think he went and met the lady or did anything. In your mind, you're saying, no, it would not have happened. You can never say a thing like that. If you have seen what has happened in this world, don't ever say it. You may have come here to say, I saw the most horrible thing. Those people may have been mashed to death.